University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Central Michigan Chippewas and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So New Mexico's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Chippewas offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moving out to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lobos offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Humphrey. Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Here's what I think. Offense is about finesse. It's about, shifts and motions. When you get to be in the goal line area and the field starts to shrink, you better be able to punch somebody in the mouth.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Lobos! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open.
Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Line getting set on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Humphrey. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. And the Lobos have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the single back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got the back in the middle. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. On the move. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Townsend.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Blue. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Chippewas kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Keeps it and gets past the chain. Got enough space. Touchdown, Chippewas. The running attack gets it done and produces 6.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Extending the play. Gonna try. Oh, he's got some space. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And some great 4th down. Defense against the run. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Takes the handoff. It's Townsend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air, it's Flores. Back's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They're working that left side. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That's caught by Williams. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Over the middle, it's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. and it's Northern Illinois, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside University Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
The Chippewas will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Catching up with the New Mexico head coach at the half, this home crowd is fueling their running game. Every single time the running back gets the rock, they are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Holly, thank you. Fights off a defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Caught in the backfield is Smith. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
Maybe some room here. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Lobos with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
And the Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Humphrey. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Now adjusting. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They get to him as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Flores. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space. It's Humphrey. At the 40, there he goes. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for space. It's Humphrey. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Lobos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. Running inside, it's Townsend. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Now on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Flores. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking left with the catch. It's Payne. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Chippewas, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the run, it's Blue. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Townsend. Maybe a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Buys a little time. Plows through the defense. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the gun, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The Chippewas want to move quickly. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Chips. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Timeout called by the defense, 2:09 remaining on the clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense calls a timeout, 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Off the boot, looking for his man. On the move, he fires. Got a wide open receiver. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Buchanan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to try to run the football down here close to the end zone. Just not able to punch it in on that last 3rd down attempt. So now they've got 4th down at the 2-yard line.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, New Mexico! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor. And they can forget that.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Chippewas sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Chippewas headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game